Okay, so imagine this, right? I'm on a canoe trip and I just finished doing 18 miles. And so I'm exhausted. And all I care about is just setting up my hammock and going to sleep. So I pick two trees, I set up my hammock, I put on the ropes and stuff, and I'm about to climb in. But before I do that, one of the adults in charge of the trip calls out to me and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what are you doing? You put your hammock in poison ivy." And now I'm like, shit. What the fuck do I do now? My hammock's probably all covered up in oil from the poison ivy. And now I realize where the rash on my hand came from. So I ask the adult, what do I do? Is it okay? Is it bad? Am I gonna die? But the adult in charge, he just straight up tells me, dude, you shouldn't have touched that. You know it's poisonous, right? And at this point, I'm internally freaking out. I'm like, bro, do I move my hammock? Is it bad? Am I gonna get stage 5 lung cancer? Like, what do I do? Help me out. And I get ignored. My question got ignored. I ended up doing everything myself. I ended up moving my hammock to a different tree, and I ended up washing my hands in the river. But the fact that I was ignored by the people in charge made me want to literally grab that poison ivy and throw it at the adults to see what they would do, since they obviously didn't tell me what I should do. I literally had undeniable proof that they didn't care about me, and I was filled with hatred. God damn, bro, the thoughts I was getting, it was bad. It was like, I was imagining what it would be like if I stabbed one of the adults when I borrowed a knife to make food. I was praying that tomorrow, one of the adults would fall off their canoe and crack their head open on a rock and drown while being fucking paralyzed. It was psychotic level thoughts. And I thought that hating everyone was a good thing. Since I saw that no one there cared about me, it gave me the idea that I should just lock in, become super successful, get super rich, become someone in the future who they wouldn't ignore, and then I would ignore them just like how they ignored me. And it sounds logical, right? It's like a benefit to me, I would become successful in the future, and I would get my revenge, kinda. But what I didn't realize was that kind of mentality reinforces a never satisfied mindset. If I focused on becoming someone in the future, having something in the future, I would never even be aware of the things that I had in the present. That mindset always focuses on the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Becoming someone in the future, never in the present. It's always gonna be, I'm gonna be happy when I get skinny. Then it's gonna be, I'm gonna be happy when I get a six-pack. Then it's gonna be, I'm gonna be happy when I look like Sam Sulek. Then the next thing, and the next thing, and then you're just never satisfied. It's always gonna be, I wanna get that first sale. Then it's gonna be, I wanna make 1K a month. Then it's gonna be, I wanna make 10K a month. And the next thing, and the next thing. Never satisfied. So what did I do? On that trip, I realized that I would never experience this canoeing trip again. I would probably never see the same water again. I'll probably never get the same sunburn again. I'll probably never see the same sunrise again, never see the same sunset again, never see the same nature again. And so I thought to myself, I might as well enjoy it while it's here and stop focusing on the future, because it's something I'll never experience ever again. And so I began to appreciate what I had in the present. I began to appreciate the story that I got with the hammock. I began to appreciate just jumping in the river, and I began to appreciate the back workout I was getting from paddling for 8 hours a day. And that translated into me appreciating for the stuff I have in my actual life. I began appreciating the people I know in real life. I began appreciating my laptop that I have, this microphone that I have, that I live next to a beautiful park. I began appreciating things that I had in the present, and I stopped focusing on the stuff that I didn't have. And honestly, that made me happy. And you should do the same thing. Actually sit back, think about what you can be grateful for, what you can appreciate that you already have. Maybe it's that you have running water, that you have electricity, that you're actually not starving unlike some people in some places. You should appreciate the small things that you already have. Appreciate the music you listen to. Appreciate that one sunset that looks like the sky's on fire. Appreciate that fresh snow that's on the ground that looks untouched. Appreciate the present and don't focus on the future. But what if you don't have anything to appreciate in your life? What if you have an abusive or absent father like me? Wait, don't put that in the video. What if you absolutely hate everyone in your school? What if you absolutely hate everything and everyone in your life? And honestly, you can't find anything that's good in your life. Bro, I know how you feel. Because I was once in your position, absolutely hating on everyone, hating on everything. But honestly, advice on that is a whole separate video, so, subscribe if you want to see that. But if you know that right now you're fucking miserable and you can't take this shit anymore, that you need help, you need you need guidance right now, bro, send me a DM on Discord. I got you. I was once in your position, absolutely hating on the stuff I had in my life, and I managed to climb out. So DM me on Discord if you need help. It'll be worth it.